I wrote down a quote from it. It's from BenFred, Derek, and BenFred from Sedalia, Missouri. He goes, quote, "I had a dog named Cooter."
That's not what I was talking about.
No, I know it isn't. But I'm reading this off.
Well, tell the people, you act like I'm just coming here bragging about my dog, my old dog. It was because of your shirt you're wearing.
I'm wearing a Barcelona jersey.
A phosphorescent Barcelona jersey.
Yeah, I'm wearing a Barcelona jersey.
Like a lightning
incandescent.
And it says...
it's giving off its own nuclear energy.
It says...
You're like a traffic cone.
QATAR... with the country, the foundation's on the front of it, so somebody here says, "Oh, Qatar," and then somebody else says, "I think it's Qatar," and then somebody else says, "I wonder if it's Cooter."
You said that.
BenFred
No,
goes,
you said that. Take credit for it.
I had a dog named Cooter. And I just looked at Gardner and I go, "That's the most Sedalia thing I've ever heard in my life." Apparently you had a dog named Cooter.
Yeah, I had like 15 dogs.
How did you have 15 dogs?
Well, because my dad always hit them on accident.
Wait, what?
In the driveway.
What is happening? Where am I?
Well, it just happened. We live out in the country, and the thing is, you get one dog that learns how to chase cars or that loves to chase cars. The next one,
are they all trying to read license plates?
They all teach. Well,
is that where this
people in the city don't know about dogs chasing cars because none of the driveways are
Jake
long
the
enough.
Wonder Dog.
Our driveway's like a tenth of a mile long. So dogs.
I'm not being funny.
I'm
what
telling
are you talking about? Chasing the car?
Chasing the cars. Dogs that chase cars. You get one that chases cars. It teaches all the other ones how to chase cars. So one would die off. We'd get a new one.
Wait, what?
The old one would teach the new one.
Park?
So my dad.
As long as I can't open doors.
He would just drive down the driveway, and sure enough, our dogs had a really bad habit of running underneath the cars and or tractors that he would be driving at the time. So we went through a lot. We went through a lot of dogs.
A tractor? Wait, so many thoughts. A tractor drove over a dog, and you said, quote, "We went through so many dogs." Are you implying that the dogs died when your dad hit them with these vehicles?
Well, usually that occurs, yes, when you run under a wheel.
Oh, my God.
What?
It's just foreign.
Did he tally a score on the bumper?
No, there's not a score. It just happens.
Little hatch marks?
You come and go twice a day.
Your dad is a physician.
You go to work and you come back. They chase each other down the driveway, and sometimes... they get underneath the wheels, or they get hit by a car on the road. It happens.
How fast is Dr. Frederickson going?
It's a tenth of a mile. You got to go. You go 10, 15 miles an hour.
And they die from that?
Yeah, you got hit by a car.
I just love it for the listeners of the show that
this is not a rare occurrence. Dogs get hit by cars all the time.
But
in the country, that happens on a regular basis.
No kid has 15 dogs growing up, and
10 to 15 probably.
10 to 15. No, we had Bobby. We had one dog. Well, we had Chipper, too.
No, we had lots of dogs.
So that's two.
We had Chipper. He bit Kevin Wall, so we had to get rid of Chipper. Then we got in Bobby. So we had two. You had 15.
No, we had,
let's
two.
See. Buttons and Tuckle.
Oh. We had Ernie. We had Phillip. We had Cooter. Now we had Jack.
We're recording this, right? We can get all these sound bites?
We're currently living right now are Toby and BB. Denver didn't last very long. He was the tractor. Poor Denver.
It's just unbelievably
Annie, the border collie. She was a little nuts. That was my mom's dog. We went through a good amount of dogs.
What was it? I mean, honestly, was it traumatic for you as a child?
Yeah, when they get it is. But then you get a new one.
You went to double-digit dog funerals.
Yeah, but there are a lot of dogs buried around.
Do you have like a pet cemetery?
No, we just put them in different places. You got to space them out from the horses. I don't actually think you're supposed to bury horses.
Wait. I love our show. This is so perfect.
Wait, what?
Well, what?
How many horses did you lose? Also, tractor accidents?
No, horses just die. They don't know. They just keel over. You find them.
Did the dog ever run into the horse?
Oh, Annie got killed by a horse.
How did Annie get killed by a horse?
Well, she chased horses.
Are they buried near each other?
She chased horses. She got kicked in the head.
Did you see it?
No, we found her soon after, though.
Who found her?
My mom and I.
So
we pulled up the driveway, and look, Annie's laying by the. Oh no, she's not napping. She's gone.
What are you, Hawk Harrelson?
Now, Cooter had bad hips. We had to put her down because her hips went out on her. She didn't get hit by a dog. She would go underneath the horse trailer, and you had to take food out to her because she wouldn't crawl out. But then she couldn't move. It was bad.
Oh my Lord! You had 15 dogs, and most of them were killed accidentally by your father, sometimes in a tractor.
Well, you make it when you say it like that.
accidentally is the key
See,
word.
Jack was a rough one. Jack was the Jack Russell Terrier, one of the smallest that we had.
Okay.
He got hit by a motorcycle. He got so hard that there was tar on his tooth. He survived that. He got attacked by coyotes.
What is happening on this show?
Listen to this. One day we looked out the back window and they were throwing there were 3 coyotes around him throwing up this white thing in the air, and it was Jack. We took him we thought he was dead. Took him to the animal hospital in Columbia. Saved his freaking life. That thing, he pulled through it. He had a bunch of scar tissue on the back of his neck. He could never lift up his head again. And then the son of a bitch goes and gets hit by a car.
Oh, he survived the coyote
And then
attack
got killed.
and the motorcycle
And then he got
attack.
hit by a car and died.
Is it being they playing hacky sack with your dog?
Oh,
Like a
yeah,
group of
coyotes. Yeah. My dad now shoots coyotes off the back of his porch.
Here's a thought. What was that dog's name? Jack?
Mm-hmm. Jack the Jack Russell Terrier. Creative, I know.
After we win the Grammy Award for 2017 Best Country Song State Fair, why don't we write a similar homage to Jim the Wonder Dog about Jack the Jack Russell Terrier, who was unkillable?
Well,
but that'll be like the hook of the song. Like, even the unkillable can get killed.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it's a story about life.
Sure. Yeah,
but it's
I like
also a story about perseverance.
In the arms of the angel.
Apparently you had a dog named Cooter. That's the most Sedalia thing I've ever heard in my life.
I had like 15 dogs. My dad always hit them on accident.
Wait, what?
In the driveway.
What is happening?
You get one that chases cars, it teaches all the other ones how to chase cars. So one would die off, we'd get a new one. Our dogs had a really bad habit of running underneath the cars and or tractors that he would be driving. We went through a lot of dogs.
A tractor? And they die from that?
Yeah, I mean, you got hit by a car. Ernie, we had Phillip, we had Cooter, we had Jack. Currently living right now are Toby and BB. Oh, Denver didn't last very long. He was the tractor. Poor Denver. Annie,
Amazing.
the border collie, she was a little nuts. That was my mom's dog.
You had like a pet cemetery?
No, we just put them in different places. You got to space them out from the horses.
Did the dog ever run into the horse?
Annie got killed by a horse.
How did Annie get killed by a horse?
Well, she chased horses. She got kicked in the head. Look, Annie's laying by the... Oh, no. She's not napping. She's gone.
You had 15 dogs, and most of them were killed accidentally by your father.
When you say it like that, Jack was the Jack Russell Terrier. He got hit by a motorcycle so hard that there was tar on his tooth. He survived that. He got attacked by coyotes.
What is happening on this show?
One day we looked out the back window. There were 3 coyotes around him throwing up this white thing in the air, and it was Jack. He pulled through it. He had a bunch of scar tissue on the back of his neck. He could never lift up his head again. And then the son of a bitch goes and gets hit by a car.
He survived the coyote
And then
attack
got killed.
and the motorcycle
And then he got
attack.
hit by a car and died.
Will you be an angel for a helpless animal? Every day, innocent animals are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're crying out for help.
In high school, I was on the baseball team. I was the backup catcher.
You were?
Yeah. I warmed up varsity guys before they went out and threw in varsity games. Uh-huh. I quit after my sophomore year. Long story. What happened was
Is that all you were doing?
No, the long story was I was a sophomore. I thought I was dating this girl who was a senior, but I wasn't. She was just thought it was cute to flirt with me. I thought I was dating her. Well, it turns out she was hooking up with the senior catcher the whole time.
The guy you were the backup to?
Yeah. I wasn't even a backup.
Oh my
kid.
God! Hold on a second.
I was like 4th string. I wasn't even the backup.
This is an after-school special. This is heartbreaking.
I was like 4th string backup. I wasn't even there was no chance that if it got to the point where I had to go in, it would have been hey, bring in the center fielder, put him in, we'll move it around. There's no way I was ever going in. Which is why I quit. I was like, I don't. Now, to boost myself up, I would like to point out that I was on the varsity wrestling team and I played varsity football. So that was one of the reasons I quit. I was like, I don't want to be a starter in all these other sports and a scrub.
You were a sophomore at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, baseball's clearly not working out for me. I couldn't hit. I could not hit anything. I was an okay defensive catcher, but I had no arm. So basically, I was a glorified backstop, which is why I was a great warm-up catcher. So to summarize, I thought I was dating this girl. She was really hot. I wasn't dating her. She was hooking up with the starting varsity catcher.
Now, why did you think you were dating her?
I mean, we talked on the phone and stuff. I couldn't drive. I was 15. I'd occasionally get a ride from her to a basketball game. She'd come over. We'd watch a movie now and then.
Do you think when she was talking to you on the phone, the other guy was there?
Probably. I mean,
I think I just hit a chord there. Your voice, man. It was anger and pissed off. And
I haven't talked about it in a while.
Probably. It's like you're slamming your fist in your head.
It brings back some bad memory. I kind of buried this down.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're having a session here.
It's bringing it back up. But anyway, I can't even remember now where I was even going with this.
You were the backup.
Conversation completely knocked me off.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm blown away that how you presented that to begin with. That it sounded heartbreaking, as I said.
It was traumatic. I mean, I'm not gonna at the time it was very traumatic. Now it's funny, but
right.
Back
but that's
then, yeah.
that's a lesson in love at an early age that.
Well, yeah,
you didn't necessarily need to learn that way.
No, I mean you did need to learn it. You need to learn those
but
things.
Not that way.
You need to learn those things.
You're the guy's backup.
I wasn't even the backup.
You're the backup.
I was like the backup
backup
to the backup's backup.
But he was still there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
No, but the point of my story was that now I'm coming back. It's the shock has left, so I'm coming back to my point. Before I quit baseball, we had the coach. He let us do whatever we wanted for the most part. When it came to making the shirts, he was a good coach, but it came to doing slogans and stuff. He didn't care, so we just did it all ourselves. So we came up with this shirt, and it was Smith Cotton Baseball. That on the front, nice and simple. On the back, it said "We Hit and Run." I mean, kind of a double entendre there, if you could read it two different ways.
Yeah.
And we thought it was hilarious for that reason. No one at the school, I guess, edited it or had to, it didn't have to go through the chain of command. Or if it did.
Or they probably just didn't even think of it that way. Yeah.
So the shirts roll out, and they were sweet. We had them, we were wearing them, man, they were awesome. And, it wasn't a week into having the shirts. They pulled them all back from us and got rid of them.
I wouldn't have given it back.
Well, I mean, you had to.
Why? Were they going to kick you off the team if you didn't?
Yeah, you'd have to run. I don't know. You have to run laps around Liberty Park or something. I didn't want to question command at the time. I was only a sophomore. I was still a kid.
You're going to quit anyway.
Oh yeah. After the whole thing with the girl, baseball was I had to get out of there. You don't come back from something like that.
No, that's a tough one.
I had to turn the page.
I'm surprised you stayed in that school.
Well, no, I had other things going for me, but baseball, I had to cut it off like a dead limb. It was done. There was no recovery.
Yeah.
So
gangrene.
Yeah, it wasn't
oozing,
good. It was not
a little
good.
Pussy.
The one of the texters is asking, did I ever kiss? Yeah, I mean, it was like a sophomore girlfriend.
Was it lip to lip?
What do you mean, kissing her on the cheek? Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it wasn't
Was it open mouth?
I wasn't being crazy. I mean. Yeah, I was stupid because I should have known better, but I wasn't just making it up.
Okay.
I think the thing was I was probably calling her all the time and being super romantic because I was an idiot and 15 years old. And
What'd you buy
she
her?
Probably liked the attention.
Did you buy her flowers, chocolate?
I think I got her a cheap necklace or something, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay. Where'd you get it? Claire's at the mall?
Probably what is it, Maurice's or Maurice's, whatever they call that store.
Okay.
There was one place to go to get your fake girlfriend, something in Sedalia. But it happens. You have to learn those lessons. Just don't snort. Do not snort. Am I sad story?
I'm telling you.
I don't. Sometimes I start talking and I'm realizing now that people actually are listening. This is so embarrassing. But
Yeah. Well. If she's with this guy, what's she doing hanging out at your place?
I don't know. I still don't have any answers.
When did you find this out? How far into this?
Oh God. I think it was so this is really embarrassing. I think it was she took me to prom. If I'm remembering correctly. So I thought it was really cool. I'm a sophomore going to prom. You're not even supposed to go to prom unless you're a junior and a senior, right? So I'm going to prom. This is so bad, dude. So we went to prom. It was a blast. I have a curfew. I was my parents weren't going to let me go out and party all night. Mm-hmm. So we hung out for a while after prom or whatever. She dropped me back. I couldn't drive. I'm only 15. She dropped me back off my house, and then she left to go to a party.
She probably went to party with the other guy.
She did, and that was when I was oh, okay, this.
Man, you were really helping this guy out too. Look, I don't have to hang out with her all the time. She doesn't have to be around me all the time. She can hang out with this guy. And then when I really want to be around her.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, it was stupid.
That guy owes you.
No, it just happens. I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing as a senior. I wouldn't have been, oh, you're fake dating a sophomore. I can't talk to you. No. I was just you just gotta go through some stuff, you know.
I wonder which love is more real, yours or Hopkins and Mattress Girl.
Texter says this is the most depressing love triangle I've ever heard.
Where's that sweet Ben Frederickson that we know?
The cat's these. Oh,
Where's that Ben Frederickson? You know?
Hey,
Where's the singing Ben Frederickson?
Radio's done changed me, Chris. These hands, they are my own. Man.
Sure has changed your key.
I cannot sing very well. I was in chorus in middle school. In middle school, 8th grade year, we had to pick, did you want to be in band or chorus? Well, chorus, you didn't have to practice at home. Naturally, I picked chorus. I wasn't going to lug around an instrument and then have to practice at home.
What instrument would you have played?
Well, if like only the good kid who was good at guitar there was one guitar spot, so I probably would have ended up with something stupid like the saxophone or the flute or something.
A saxophone or flute?
I mean, something that they could have.
All right.
Well, there's only how many saxophone players are there in a middle school band? One. I would have been the one that they had multiple people in because I would have been terrible, so they would have had to bury me in the back and probably taken the reed out of my instrument.
Yeah, the fact that you said flute, what's about to happen on the text line is unfortunate.
Yeah, dang it.
So, just so you know. That's your own doing, though.
It is.
And possibly I might get the assist on that one. Yeah, I am sorry as well. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Well, hey, you just got to survive in advance, man.
So anyway,
March. I picked chorus, and it was funny because all the bad kids were in chorus. I wasn't a bad kid. I just really didn't care that much about music classes. So I had a buddy in the chorus class, and there was a song going down to Cripple Creek.
By the band?
Yeah. I don't think it was
Cripple Creek.
Yeah, except it was like an old folk version of it. Okay. It was really boring and stupid. So naturally...
That's a very good song.
We changed it to Nipple Creek. But we didn't change it in class. We waited until the day before the concert. Like, we had it all planned out.
What grade was this?
8th grade.
Okay.
We had it all planned out. So we go into the gym to practice. And this is the night of the day of the concert. So we're in class. The day of the concert, we're going to come back that evening in our pantsuits, whatever we're supposed to wear.
Oh, like Hillary.
Our suits. Our suits, and they're girls with their pantsuits. This is off the rails. Your Walmart khakis that you're going to put on, and you're going to come
pleated,
back.
Non-pleated? Pleated.
Either or, depending on what size you need.
All right.
Mixed bag.
Okay.
Your shoes, the band shoes, like the
patent leather.
Yeah,
patent
leather. The leather, the plastic leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to come back and sing in those. So we're practicing.
Were you in show choir or just regular choir?
I wasn't good enough to be in show choir. That's a story for another day. I tried out once for show choir.
Well, what was your
song? That was in 6th grade.
What was your song?
Well, I was supposed to sing one song, but I forgot it, and I had to sing the Star Spangled Banner, and it was brutal. So luckily...
we should have you sing the Star Spangled Banner on here.
Luckily, I did not make show choir because I forgot my music. If I would have got the music that I was supposed to sing, of course I would have crushed it.
Your school stories are just the best, man. They are just the best.
Back to the 8th grade story. So we got to the gym. We're on the risers, and this poor teacher, she had to deal, the chorus class that I was in was basically it was like behavioral disorder class. It was filled with kids who were basically should not have even been in school. They should have been in an asylum. So we get to the stage, and we debut the premiere of Nipple Creek, to which she's standing in the back of the auditorium so she can hear everything better. And as she approaches after we sing it, there's just tears coming down her face.
Of joy.
No, she's bawling.
Oh, and she wasn't happy.
She thought she was going to get fired because she thought we were going to sing it like that at the concert.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
yeah,
she was that worried?
It was her breaking point, yeah. And she didn't come back the next year.
Oh, really?
No, I'm serious.
So you guys broke a teacher to the point to where she was unemployed?
Well, I don't know if she got another job. I don't know if she's still unemployed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wouldn't be good if
she probably should not have been teaching that class in hindsight.
It wasn't really for her. And
I helped start the Nipple Creek trend, but I didn't sing Nipple Creek in the concert, so my conscience is clear. I can't help it what other people did.
Did they sing Nipple Creek in
Some people might have. I didn't. I can't control them. I would argue that the 90s concert coming up is the must-see show of the decade.
Oh, on October 7th.
Have you heard about this? Coolio and who else?
Salt and Peppa, Vanilla Ice, Young MC, All for One. I don't know.
Kid and Play.
Yeah, Kid and Play.
House Party.
Coming to the Chaffetz, right?
Yes, on October 7th. Tickets actually went on sale today.
Hawkman's head is going to explode.
Are they each doing 2 songs?
I don't know, and I don't know if they're doing an ensemble thing or
they could do songs in a round.
Yes. And then, like,
Sounds artistic.
Like, don't go chasing waterfalls.
and then like
ice baby.
someone comes. Yeah, they're gonna mash it up somehow.
Wait, time out. Don't go chasing waterfalls was not.
No, that's TLC.
Salt and pepper. Yeah, that was.
Oh, I know.
Because I used to think that song was "Don't Go Jason." I thought it was "Don't Go, Jason Waterfalls." Like Jason Waterfalls was his name, and they were saying. I thought they were saying "Don't go, Jason Waterfalls."
No, wait. I've heard of people mistaking lyrics before, but that might be the all-time greatest. Who the hell is like?
I didn't know. I thought he was this.
When you like,
I thought he was this mysterious man.
When you become so famous and you have to check in under an alias, it has to be Jason Waterfalls.
That's right. We were talking earlier about alter egos.
Yeah, Jason Waterfalls.
Jason Waterfalls is you.
When it would come on in the car, my mom and sister would make me sing it. They would encourage me to sing it. I was a kid. I didn't know any better. And it took me like a long time to figure out they were making fun of me. Because they would ask me to sing it, and they would just love it. No, I mean, it was when it was still on the radio, but I definitely thought it was "Don't Go, Jason Waterfalls." That sounds like a mysterious name, like, mystery man.
Yeah, that's
what did you think it was like the 3 letters led him to his final resting place as a young man?
I don't know. I didn't put that much thought into it. It was a little shaky on the pronunciation of the song.
You've ruined that song for me now. I realize this. Like, if someone puts that on a jukebox, I'm going to just start laughing.
Wait, I'm going to wonder what happened to Jason Waterfalls.
Whatever happened to Jason Waterfalls?
He left. They didn't want him to go, but he went.
Yeah, but you don't go after him.
Don't go chasing him. No, sir.
Oh, my God. How does that work?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Was this in high school? Was that song
out? No.
Because a lot of stuff...
I was a little kid. When did that song come out?
I don't remember the year, but it doesn't even matter anymore. That song's done. I can't listen to it.
Well, hold on a second. I got to defend my honor here.
You know what? You're not alone here.
It's a thing?
It's a thing.
1994, okay? I was 4 years old when it came out.
And so you're in the car, and your mom will make you sing, "Don't go,
No, they thought it was hilarious. And that's how my family works. It's not, hey, you're doing something that's embarrassing you. Here's the correct words. It's keep doing that. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's how my family works, too.
Twisted.
Yeah. So it's actually a thing.
It's actually a thing. It's one of those, like, often misheard lyrics is...
See, but I... like,
don't go Jason Waterfalls.
I think of, like, other ones besides that one. That one is not the... Like... I don't even know how a girl I dated got Billy Ocean's song wrong. Get out of what is it? Get out of my dreams, get into my car.
Yes.
But she always started, "Get out of my way," and I'm like, the first time she did that, I was like in tears, and she kept singing because I couldn't stop her because I was laughing so hard. And then I finally had to say, "I don't even know how you got those words. Those don't even rhyme with the other words. Yours at least rhyme or similar to the word you're looking at." Instead of chasing, it's Jason. It's more similar.
Like someone asked on Twitter, was it T-Boz, Chili, or Left Eye that couldn't stand to see Jason? Waterfalls go.
I should have never said this.
Isn't it weird what little kids think, what little kids come up with?
I grew out of it by 10.
I used to think my parents were werewolves. I'm serious.
That's an M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't know, man. Like it was like I did that, and then I had my Truman Show.
No, you just can't gloss over that.
I told you about my Truman Show thing, didn't I? I've told you guys about this. I thought I was like, I watched the Truman Show at way too young of an age, and that really, for like years, that screwed me up. I would like watch the street to make sure
Truman Show
make sure the same cars weren't passing twice. Like I was off the deep end. Yeah, it was not good. It was not good.
People are gonna say like, "Oh yeah, The Exorcist." That really screwed me up.
So wait,
the Truman Show.
Did you think your parents were werewolves as part of like a casting decision in the Frederickson show?
No. This was werewolves was pre-Truman Show.
Oh, okay.
I moved on from the werewolves before the Truman Show thing derailed me.
How did you hear? Like, did you ask them?
My shark thing doesn't seem true.
No, I mean, when I became pretty certain they weren't, I asked them, but I wasn't going to ask them when I thought they were. That would seem like a pretty good way to get eaten. Yeah, at least.
Did you tell anyone?
No,
like,
maybe it would have been like a Teen Wolf moment.
No,
where they would have gone, Ben, it's part of your heritage. Yeah. Like you would have opened up the bathroom door, and your dad would have been wolfed out, and you would have been awesome.
How good at basketball would you have been?
Much better than I was.
You wouldn't have been the backup catcher, man.
Yeah, you would have got that girl.
Because look at what happened to Michael J. Fox's Teen Wolf. he got the lead of the senior play.
Yeah, I did tell my parents this later in life.
How did they respond?
They just laughed. They knew I was an idiot.
I mean, how did it even start?
I don't know, man. No, I actually do know how it started.
Your dad didn't shave?
No, it was the Thriller music video. That prompted my because it was like 15 minutes long.
It was.
We would go to my grandma's.
Old enough to remember the premiere.
Yeah, we would go to my grandma's and we'd watch TV, and my sister would know that it terrified me. She's 6 years older than me. She didn't really like me until I was about 12. Period. So she would just torture me growing up. We would like watch it. It would come on. I would get scared. She knew I didn't like it, so she'd change the channel, and then she'd just change it back really quick, for 15 minutes. That's what she would do. So it developed this fear of werewolves, which turned into me.
So the zombies you were good with, but the werewolves.
The werewolves was what got me.
Dancing zombies.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
That was where I had to. That's where I got tripped up.
It was the yellow eyes.
Yeah.
And the leather jacket.
It was. Yeah. So anyway,
how did you
getting back on
Did you have a hard time going to drive-in movie theaters then too as well?
Well, I didn't do that because I'm 26 and I've been to one of those like once in my life.
You
didn't have drive-in movie. I would love to. I would love to go to drive-in movie theaters, but I've been to one. I think I saw Braveheart in one. I fell asleep.
You fell asleep in Braveheart?
Yeah, I was little. I gotta remember, man. Like,
this
is a really long movie.
It's just fascinating.
Not really. I don't know why you guys find it so amusing.
You tried to gloss over the fact you at least thought you were living with werewolves.
I did.
Well, how did you sleep at night?
Well, I don't know, man. You just listen for sounds.
Did you just fall asleep of fear and it just wore you out?
It was just an internal monologue for like 2 years of my life where I was like, dude,
no.
You're pretty sure your parents might be werewolves. No way, they're not werewolves. No, they might be. And then you just had this discussion back and forth, and it really only came up every time there was a full moon. I had a window in my second floor. I lived on the second floor of my dad's house. I had a window, and I could see the moon very clearly, so that was when it mostly worried me.
At school, when you had to draw a picture of your family, did you draw them as werewolves?
I don't think so. I don't think I wanted that to get out there.
We need to talk.
No.
Why wouldn't you tell someone?
Who would I tell?
Your friends or your teachers.
No, you live with these irrational thoughts, and then eventually you get over them, and then you move on to another one, like the fact that you think you might be the focus of a reality TV show. Except then you realize later in life that your life is so boring that no one would want to watch that.
Or sometimes you don't grow out of them, and you just live in fear that you'll be mauled by a bear.
Yeah, exactly. How's that working out for you?
Well,
Jimbo texts in, the Truman Show still gets me sometime. Every once in a while I feel like I might be the subject of a show, but it would be a boring one. Thank you, Jimbo. You just summarized my exact thoughts on the Truman Show. It's a twisted movie. 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 It's a twisted movie.